Welcome to some flat earth science today. Today I thought I'd just show you something I've been working on. Didn't take long. It's about the moon's movement over the month. Now, if you haven't seen any of my videos, you might want to go back and check them out. There's the flat earth cross section through there. We dwell in this area. It's a big donut. It's just sliced in half. From in there, everything is projected into our realm. We can't get in here, we can't see what's in here. Can't get out of this field. But anyway, working on the moon. Where shall I start? Now, this is what the moon's doing basically. This is a cone. But represented as a pyramid. The Egyptians have left it all for us. The sun at the top of the pyramid. These are the four pillars the earth is supported on, because up here is the sun. And where the sun is the black hole. Where the black hole is, it's amplified our whole realm. Earth is created from this black hole, from this realm. But up in this center of above the Arctic is where all this magic is. It's all going on up there. It gets sucked up there and it gets sucked down there. This is the cross. Plato even draws a cross in his Timaeus. The cross that's in there. Two pyramids basically. This is represented by the 5 tiers, 6 tiers of the de jure pyramid in Egypt, Cairo, or Saqqara or wherever. And then you've got the other pyramid up here, flipped upside down. And this is where you get a negative field coming up here, or low pressure, vice versa. You've got a magnetic field down here, an electrical field up here now. And it gets sucked back down there, creates all the pressure down into there. This gets all sucked back up into there. So these are the planets, all up here. We're looking up through there, and what the moon does, it winds around down all the way down to full moon. This is Earth down here. Full moon, new moon when it goes back up. Now, because the moon's winding down, it's on this diagonal winding down, there's a big torus field in the centre of Earth, right? It turns everything, our whole system turning from this centre point, all projected out. Just like a clock, everything's projected at the hands of a clock, or throw people in a pond and see all the waves go out, all moving outward. All of creation's been amplified outward, spiralling out. You find our Earth has grown outward, spiralling out as it's grown, all from the centre, primordial stone, whatever. So this cross is basically in here. That's where the plasma is created, under pressure, a tight magnetic field created from the Earth. It's created its own closed system from the magnetic field. Once the Big Bang happened and created the sun, you get the magnetic field. That's the dome, the magnetic field. Nothing solid. In Christianity it says it's unscratched. Can't scratch. It's like a force field. It's like a magnetic force on a magnet, inverted, and we're inside there. So this is going on in here. Planets, so magnetic, electric, electron, proton. Sun's a proton, moon, planets are electrons. So the moon is like a harmonic oscillator. It's all about frequencies. Frequencies is light. It winds its way up to the sun in new moon, and then winds back down for full moon. Every month does the same thing, like this, over the month. And that's basically what the sun's magnetic field, the magnetic fields of Earth do over the year. So the yearly cycle and the monthly cycle. The moon's doing the same thing. So you end up with a cardanoid shape from my previous videos. But because it's winding down, it's going diagonally down. The sun doesn't move down, it just turns. It's going 15 degrees an hour. And this is the tropic region. That's the ecliptic. Planets, sun, moon, move around in that area. Which is right back here in the centre. Centre of Earth, centre of here. It's all around here. You can back that back up. Press that up. That's good for visuals, right? So because the moon is winding down past all the planets to get down to full moon, close to the Earth, because the Earth is negative, that goes positive. When it winds back, the moon goes negative to be attracted to the positive sun. It's just the way it works, the phase shifting. Gas, you could say, to liquid, dissolved in the atmosphere, don't see it anymore. It's not hidden, it's just dissolved. And it forms again. It's about atmospheric pressures. As it comes closer to Earth, it gets more condensed into the pressure, magnetic field. But because it's not going around like this, it's moving down, across, diagonally. It's losing ground. It's losing ground to the sun. So the moon's only doing this. Science will say 13, but that's actually doing that. And the sun's doing that. So because it's a little bit slower, we're losing this much per hour because of the downward cycle. So if we take that downward cycle, add them all up over the month, or half a month, because it takes half a month to get down to there, another half to get back up, we take all that 1.82, which is getting lost coming down the diagonal, add them up, it's going to give us a vertical measurement from there to there, how far the moon's moved. So you go, that times 15 days, from there to there, half a month. What does it, look what it equals, 27.3. It's exactly the same as a sidereal month, 27.3. I just found that out, I didn't know that. So I know I'm onto something. We can start coming up with these numbers. Now, around here, it's 111 kilometres per degree around the equator, around the tropic area here. So we go that, every degree times every day over the 15 days. We're going to get this, 3,000 kilometres. You get it? So every degree is 1,100 kilometres. And we've taken all these times 15. That's how many degrees. So, but we're going vertically, right? But you know, you can see 10,000 kilometres from the centre there to the equator will be 10,000 kilometres up here, because it's basically a circle. So use this degrees, use the same degrees here for distance. I say, that's what I've used here anyway. So you know that degrees. So that kilometres times that degrees gives you 3,039 kilometres. The moon is moving 3,000 kilometres from new moon to full moon. New moon to full moon. It's moving within there. And I've got this earth here. Like I said, if it's 10,000 to there, it's 10,000 to here, but It's probably more like 9. I'm working on the divine number 3, 6 and 9. I always thought it was 9,000 kilometres to there then. We fly way down here. We're way down here. Got this realm up there. So yeah, so there you go, 3, it's moving in here. So at the most that's 3,000 kilometres to the full moon. But I've been saying in previous videos it's 200 miles because it's written in religion and Egyptian, 1600 furlongs. So I'm not sure, but we're in a closed system. That just shows the moon's only moving that distance from full moon to new moon. If we work on that degrees and you work on their measurements they've got, 1100 kilometres. And I know the sun does that, the moon does this to the sun, down. It's attraction to the earth, and then it's attracted to the sun. This is the Egyptian story of Thoth and the sun getting upset with the relationship between the moon and Jeb and earth. There's a two thing going on here. Doing along with the sun and doing along with the earth. Keeps coming down to the sun, leaving the sun behind. Keeps coming down to the earth, I should say, leaving the sun behind. So it's always winding up and winding back down. But it's always the same speed, whether it's between there or there. Well, that's how a clock works, isn't it? That time in there is the same time out here. You've got a clock arm coming out, tick, tick, just the same there as it is out here. It's the way our earth works. Something else in my previous videos, I've been saying that we shrink away as we come out here. Because I'm trying to work to their ball, wonder how you get back to this point. But I've gone backwards. We don't shrink away. It expands. That distance from there to there is the same as the distance in here within these magnetic field lines. That is the same as that there. That's 10,000, we'll say 1,000 kilometres there, it's 1,000 kilometres there. That's how it works. They'll all add up to the distance they give you around Antarctica. That's how it works. This also is connected to the Bible. It says in those days, in those days they were Nephilim, but they speak of giants. Giants, these are giants, because everything gets bigger as you head south. It's all relative to your position though. Everything becomes bigger and bigger and bigger. You'll find in religion that giants is always mentioned as somewhere south. It's all metaphorical, the Bible and everything. Every time they mention something about giants, it's south, in the south of somewhere. You look it up, south of somewhere, but there's always two meanings. There's another meaning, the giants being the chosen ones of enlightenment, but it's referring to this too, with the earth become bigger. Discuss. Now something else. I saw a video, science video on TV, same old stuff, all rubbish and make believe, discussing the elliptic shape of the planets take and all that. So there, they just stay on their tracks, they don't cross each other, going around. We set up in the sky on the elliptic plane like this, because the magnetic fields of the elliptic magnetic vortex, it has to be on an angle to get somewhere. It's going to sit level, it's not going to go up or down, is it? It's going to sit like that. There's always like that. That's perihelion, if it's facing that way, equinox, aphelion. There's the elliptic angles. The planets will be doing courses like this over the year. That's what it'll be doing. But at the same time, it's going around slightly, because you've got the black hole. The black hole's in the middle here with the egg. There's the yolk, the egg. So you have to imagine it not only tilting like this over the year, but turning as well. That's why science can't really get their head around what the hell the planets are doing. That's what it's doing. It's going around gradually, and then it starts going back up that way as it goes around. Just like the sun. Perihelion, and it's slowly winds its way up, equinox, and then keeps going up like this. That's what the planets are doing. So, the North thing started doing an elliptic. The planets aren't really doing an elliptic. It's because the sun is the cosmic egg, and that's your reference point. Nothing moves faster than the sun. They don't pass the sun catches up. So if you take that planet there, for instance, look close to the sun. But because the sun is moving that way quicker, they think the planet's going retrograding, going backwards. No, it's not. And because it's close to the sun there, all of a sudden, look, it's a long way away from the sun now. They think it speeds up when it goes around, passes the sun. No. It's the same. Now you look at this, the sun's there, the planet's there, because it's down there, coming away from it, and coming close again, they think the planet's doing an elliptic, an egg shape. But it's not. They're all getting confused with the shape of the black hole in the sun. There's a black hole in here. This is the black hole. The planets are basically around the perimeter. That's the ring of fire. That's how it works. The sun is the quickest. It's at the centre of the pond, basically, as the waves come out. See? Further away, comes closer. Because the sun shoots past it. They think the planet's going this way, but it's not, it's the sun. The sun, right back there at the centre, it turns a little bit. Well, it has to, that's our 24-hour day. 360 degrees is a 24-hour day. And no Polaris and Sigma Octantis turn a little bit, because they are the sun. The sun. Polaris is up here, Sigma Octantis out there. It's reflected out there. So, although it sits like this most of the season, or like that, at the equinox it's dead level, it's not an elliptic. The egg, the cosmic egg, is the elliptic shape that makes these appear as though they're doing elliptic trips. There's the sun, see, close, further away, long way away from the sun. But in actual fact, it works the other way. The sun there reflects its light through this way. So this is daylight. That's how the sun works. That's day. Shines back through this way. So you won't see the planets there, will you? Daytime. You'll see it up here. That's the back of the sun. You don't see it. Unless you get a telescope out, you'll see the back of the sun and the Milky Way. The light in the Milky Way, that's the back of the sun. We don't see it back here at its source. We see it reflected. It's all a reflection, mirror image, out here in the sky. Flat Earth has all the answers. Because it's all spelled out by the Egyptians, and it's even written in Christianity, even Nordic, King Arthur's story, Egyptians, Thoth, the Hermetica, all that spells it all out. Got that? The fact the magnetic fields go like that, they will pull into the equator, the tropics like that. And science has gone and pulled them around, spun them around this way to make you think you live on a ball. Now it's all this shape. Just so they can get a globe, so you can look at all the continents on there. But it should be drawn like this. But because it becomes so small, it's really hard to get all the planets drawn in here. I mean, continents, just have a big drawing, you get them all easily seen. But that's what Earth looks like in reality. I mean, this is probably a good idea just to draw your continents on there so you know roughly where they are. It stretches everything out so you can see them all. But there's no way you could use that ball to travel anywhere if you get lost. The magnetic field lines go like this. You follow that curve with your compass. Unless you've got a gyro, you tend to go in a straight line if it's preset for this area here. That's all I wanted to talk about in that video, I think. Thanks for watching. Thumbs up if you like it. Got plenty more.